So this is a similar shapes question. And remember, when you have similar shapes, you have scale factor, you have enlargement. So that's what you should be searching for. Similar shapes, what's my scale factor? Okay. This was actually from towards the end of the paper, so it's a bit more difficult and it's worth 5 marks. Let's get going. The diagram shows the view of a step ladder with horizontal strut. So this, they've already declared to you, this is called a strut. And reading is important. Even if you didn't know what strut was, you can work out that's the strut because the length is 48. The strut is 1/3 of the way up the ladder. The symmetrical cross section of the ladder shows 2 similar triangles. Now, I always say to people, when you have a shape within a shape, always draw it out. So you've got the little triangle, which will be this one here, and then you've got the bigger triangle. Now you know this is 141 and you know this is 48. Now you don't have enough information there to work out your scale factor, because that's why scale factor, because similar shapes means you need scale factor. So you read it again. The strut is 1/3, so this is 1/3 of the way up the ladder. So if that's 1/3, that means all of this must be 3. Okay, so that's one. All of this must be 3 and this must be 2. And it's really important because that is the key to this question. 1/3 means this is 1/3 and this is 2/3. So if this was 1, therefore this must be 2. You can see that. There you go. If this is 1/3, this is 2/3. So if this was 2, this must be 3, because all of that is 3. Notice how important it is to have the 2 triangles next to each other. It makes you see it quicker. I'm pausing here because that was the key to the question. If we're not saying that's what this is 2 and this is 3, but we're saying if this is 2, this is 3, because they've mentioned the fraction. Okay. Now that we've got this, we can clearly see the scale factor is 1.5. How do I know that? 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, or 2 times 1.5 is 3. Now that you have the scale factor, you can say 48 times 1.5 is, what have we got here? 78. Sorry, 48 times 1.5, we've got 72. So we've got that is 72. And that 1/3, I'll repeat again, was the key. Now, what's the question asking you? The question's asking you to work out the height. Now we can do some basic Pythagoras for the remaining 2 marks. We know that it's 141. If this is 72, this must be 36. We're working out the height. Do the Pythagoras. H squared is 141 squared. Take away 36 squared. So H squared is 185. If we square root it, we will get H, and therefore H is 136.3 centimeters. I cannot stress this line to you enough. The strut is 1/3 of the way up. If that's 1/3, this is 2/3, and therefore this is 2, and this must be 3, because all of that has to be 3/3. Thank you.